local people, local news and events, local sports, local matters. For all things Lloydminster area, this is Live with Kurt Price.
We want to welcome you into the new Lloydminster Nissan, and here at the new Lloydminster Nissan, you get 0% financing on the very popular Nissan Rogue, Nissan Sentra, or Nissan Kicks models. And a reminder that the new Lloydminster Nissan service department is now open on Saturdays from 9 to 1. Well, Lana Lane and Jarrod Russell are here to talk to us about the Great Cycle Challenge and specifically the Glow-in-the-Dark Bike Fundraiser that's coming up on August the 19th. SwiftNet.ca is now available in Lloydminster, Cold Lake, North Battleford, and surrounding communities. Get local internet that you can rely on, no data caps, and starting at just $39.99. And because they're local, you won't spend hours on hold anymore. It's unmatched customer service. Call SwiftNet at 306-825-7111 today or visit swiftnet.ca. Maria's Days begin today, and they run through Saturday at Spiro's with Jordan Pollard performing in a concert tomorrow night. There's a car show and a pancake breakfast in support of Labus on Saturday morning. And Maria Koken has told us Tom Hall will perform tonight, and you can also check out many small businesses.
Well, again, I like to promote different organizations, and so this year, as well as last year, we had a pancake breakfast for Labus. And I love being attached to Labus. I do. I don't know why.
Yep.
Just they're such a great organization. They work so very hard at what they do.
The Clandallan Country Fair is this Friday and Saturday with free admission. Saturday is the big day. There's a parade, there's a pancake breakfast, tractor pedal pushes, watermelon eating contest, petting zoo, bounce houses, mutton busting, and a whole lot more for the kids, and all at the Clandallan Fairgrounds. Again, most of it on Saturday. Sunday is the 34th annual Frenchman Butte Museum Festival, with things kicking off at 11 a.m. And once again this year, some local entertainment, a parade, and you can also purchase some delicious pie and ice cream and hot dogs, and of course take a tour. It's one of the biggest fundraisers of the year for the museum, and to bring in money, 5 ladies all work to make quilts, and Marilyn Huffin told us that this year those quilts will all be available to win.
This year we're not going to auction one off. We feel they're all kind of equal. Last year we had a huge one that was beautiful, and the material had all been donated by a local lady.
It was a beautiful blue one, right?
It was, and Maria Kokonas bought it.
Yes, she did.
So anyway, this year we've decided that they're all kind of, the same or about the same kind of quilt. So we're just going to sell tickets on them.
How much are the tickets now?
They're $10 each.
Carnage 2 takes place at Suffern Lake this Saturday, and of course features these fantastic Highland games, but there's also a kids zone and a car show and beer gardens. And Toby Cullum, though, told us that despite all that, the caber toss is still the most popular thing to watch.
You got to hold that tree, usually hold it fairly high up onto your bread basket there.
Balancing it.
And balance it. So, and they're top heavy, so as they're up there, all the weight's at the top. You're holding on to about 2 feet at the bottom. So there can be anywhere from 10 to 15 feet of tree above you. Then you got to start moving with it, still keeping it balanced. Plant your feet, explode, and have it come down. And it's got to do one full flip. So it'll come over, land, and then it's got to carry over. And the closest to 12 o'clock is what scores.
Things get started at Suffern Lake at 10 a.m. Regular admission applies at the regional park. Time now for Live in Lloydminster. We started off with what's new at the Vic Juba. Here's your host, Sierra Bennett.
It's already August and September is just around the corner, so let's talk about some upcoming shows coming this fall. Hi everyone, I'm Sierra Bennett from the Vic Juba Community Theatre, and we have some amazing shows coming up. You've already heard about Jess Mosk, Luke, Eleni, and Quick Dick McDick coming, but have you heard that on September 29th, we have a Jim Croce tribute coming? The life and times of Jim Croce is presented by Second Sunset Productions, and if you like the 1970s, then this is the show for you. Jim Croce, a lot of people say that he is like the soundtrack of the 1970s. Some of his songs, his most popular one is Time in a Bottle. I've heard that this is an amazing show with a mix of blue-collar characteristics and some love songs. This tribute really celebrates Jim Croce's career and his music with some of the best artists that Edmonton has to offer. We're so happy that they're coming here to the Vic Juba Community Theatre, and if you're interested, get your tickets at vicjubatheatre.ca. I'm Sierra Bennett, and I hope to see you there.
And Jade Eagleson and Drew Gregory will be in Paradise Hill on Saturday night for the annual Paradise Hill Summer Bash. Tickets are still available on Eventbrite. You can also catch a bus ride right from Lloydminster. And if you love great country music, Brett Novelin told us you can also bid on a real cool trip in their auction.
We've got some cool experience stuff. 6 tickets to Lainey Wilson with a limousine ride to Edmonton. That performance is on August 29th.
And at May Cinema 6 this weekend, you can go see a really scary looking movie called Weapons. When all but one child from the same grade school class mysteriously vanish on the same night at exactly the same time, community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. There is something wrong in Maybrook, and if you've seen the trailer for this horror film, you know it looks absolutely terrifying. So you might want to see it. It's called Weapons. It stars Julia Garner and Josh Brolin. Also showing at May Cinema 6. You can check out The Naked Gun, the new version. I went to see that on Tuesday night, and I did laugh a lot. Superman, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Fantastic Four, The Bad Guys 2. Another new movie, Freakier Friday. I hear my nieces go, oh, gotta see Freakier Friday. And that's all playing in May Cinema 6, and they also have daily matinees all summer long. So get showtimes, and you can get tickets for all current and upcoming movies, including Weapons, at maytheaters.com. Live in Lloydminster is brought to you by the Vic Juba Theatre and May Cinema 6. Get your nominations in now for Cupcakes for Caregivers. You can email livewithkurtprice@gmail.com. You can nominate a healthcare professional like nurses, doctors, home care staff, and a whole lot more. Also family members. 1 in 4 people are caregivers, and most don't even realize how important they are or that they're even caregivers. So if you know someone that deserves to be recognized, then by all means, please nominate them. Cupcakes for Caregivers is proudly brought to you by Sobeys Lloydminster and the Lloydminster and District United Way. And again, all you have to do is email livewithkurtprice@gmail.com. It's not just a name, it is Superior Water. Superior Water has 2 locations in Lloydminster, and they're open on Sundays. That makes filling your big blue jugs a whole lot quicker and easier. And if you want great tasting water right from your tap, you can call Superior Water and ask about their under-the-sink reverse osmosis systems. 780-875-6636. I drink Superior Water because I like the taste. And after all, it is Superior Water. Open on 57th Avenue, Monday to Friday, 8 to 6. Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 5, and they have a coin-operated location, of course, by 7-Eleven just off Highway 17 South. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to find out about the 10th year that Jarrod Russell has been taking part in the Great Cycle Challenge and how much money has been raised and their goals for this year and a big milestone to crack being the 10th year. That's when we come back here at the new Lloydminster Nissan.
At CK McKean Roofing, they understand what it took to put that roof over your head for your family. With over 20 years of experience under their belt, they strive to show you that with their workmanship and their integrity. Not all roofing companies are created equal, and that's why CK McKean Roofing encourages you to focus on your most important investments, your home and your family. CK McKean Roofing. Roofers do it on top.
At Diamond 7 Meats, we work with local farm families to provide a high-quality product and a great selection for you. Try our mouth-watering smokies, pulled pork, roast beef, and more, made pure and natural with no additives or fillers. We offer custom processing, and our experienced team works for you to provide a selection of sausage, burgers, and jerkies made to your specifications. Take your grilling to the next level with a Yoder smoker. Complete the grilling experience with Canadian-made, award-winning line of House of Q barbecue sauces. We're locally owned and operated, and we look forward to seeing you today.
At Lloydminster and District Co-op, membership matters more. Because being part of a co-op means you're connected to something bigger than yourself. From long-held legacy by those who built our communities, to people you call family, friends, and neighbors. When you're a Lloyd Co-op member, you're an owner in a local business that prides itself on purpose alongside profit. You earn cash back, you help support causes that matter most, and you're building a better way of life for the next generation. Membership matters more.
BioClean Disaster Services is committed, certified, reliable, and they will help you get your life back. When fire, flood, any kind of disaster hits, call a local restoration company. And that local restoration company is also Lloydminster's largest restoration company. BioClean Disaster Services, 1-833-246-8326. Spiro's just closed down for 20 days so they could renovate. They kind of had to do so after they had a fire last year. But do you remember what happened? They were down for 1 day. And who do they credit? BioClean Disaster Services with getting them right back. And that's, again, a local company. 1-833-246-8326. Well, it's great to, did you guys have the BioClean at the church too?
It's a great question. I was on holiday, so I wasn't even at the church. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Other than, oh my gosh, there was a fire.
Right, right. Well, we are excited to have back with us Lana Lane and Jarrod Russell to talk about the Great Cycle Challenge, which when I saw that it was 10 years, I'm going to be honest, I thought, only 10 years? Because when you look at the money that has been raised, it doesn't really jive with the only 10 years. So tell us where you guys are at so far with fundraising for the last 9 years.
Oh. What to think about that?
Well, it's a big number, hey?
Yeah, the fundraisers, 5 fundraisers.
Yeah, and I think,
So?
and right now you're around, I think that 274. So when you think of the last 10 years and
Think about that. That's amazing.
$274,000, but again, credit to the people and the support of our community for sure.
So over $250,000 has been raised in 9 years. That blows me away. Like, what do you think it is that makes this community support Jarrod? And Jarrod, what do you think it is that makes the community want to support Jarrod Russell?
Oh, it's just being out there and just having the support of the, I go to Bud Miller and they say, oh, you're supporting the Great Cycle Challenge. Yesterday, a lady came up to me and said, you are riding for cancer? And she put her money out and said, no, donate. Then I said, it's from Toronto. She put money back in.
Yeah.
She wanted to support local.
Lana, what do you think it is that makes people?
Well, I mean, again, locally, and I guess when we think of Great Cycle Challenge and what it's been set up and designed to do, the Sick Children's Hospital and the children and families that this event is supporting is nationwide. And so when I think of, even the individuals that Jarrod has ridden for over the years, some of those maybe not local in Lloydminster, but local to our nation. And I think cancer, wherever it is a diagnosis nobody wants. And so I think when you can say that you're riding for a cause that is supporting young children and families, it's something to get behind for sure.
This is something that your family has gotten behind. It's not just, it's not just Jarrod. Your whole family has got behind this because of what Jarrod went through.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about more?
Yeah, for sure. I think, again, when you get that cancer diagnosis, it is a family diagnosis. It's not an individual diagnosis. I was 12 when Jarrod was diagnosed. And so there were siblings, obviously, in our family besides Jarrod, and it rocked our family. My mom had to leave Lloydminster and spend some time with Jarrod in Edmonton, and you go through all of those surgeries and just the rehab that was going to be involved. And again, when you're told that your son may not survive or has a 30% chance of survival, it rocks families. And so I think, for Jarrod to get behind the cause and support young families and young children, because he knows what it's all about and what it takes to get through that time, I just think it's an amazing cause. So, for sure our family is behind Jarrod 100%, and I think it gives him purpose. There's a gear and a focus every year at this time of the year that we don't see maybe throughout the year as much, but when August hits, it's about the kids, it's about the families, and he'll do whatever it takes to get that goal of 1,300 kilometers in the month. So it's crazy to me.
Jarrod, do you remember much about that time? How old would Jarrod have been?
4.
4. Do you even remember going through it?
Not really. It's like, it's a cloud, and it's like, I remember just going to hospitals again, just getting needles in you, and this stuff that's sure not.
Well, I think scary machines and places you don't want to be. And you know what? There's a memory I have, and my dad is gone now, but it was tough. And I remember being in the hospital, and we went to visit Jarrod in Edmonton, and my dad really had a hard time realizing that was his son. With the medication and the cortisone and all that sort of stuff that Jarrod was on, he didn't really look like the little boy that had once gone to the hospital. And so I remember my dad breaking down. When you think of that robust and strong individual that is the rock of your family, and just losing it, and just being crushed with that reality, I suppose, that this is the journey we're now on. So, and it's not something that you're fixing today and that day in particular. It's a lifelong journey that you continue to live with long term, right?
It rocks families when it's people that aren't children. I can't imagine what your parents went through, what your mom went through, living on the road. Basically.
Yeah.
Do you for you guys, do you think that's why your family's so close, though? Mm-hmm. Do you think, because your guys' family is very, very close.
Yeah, we're very tight. We're all here, other than my brother Bart, who lives outside of Lloyd, but the rest of our crew is here. We've definitely stuck through it in some really tough times, but I think a diagnosis like that does that. It either brings a family closer together, or it rips you apart. And so I guess there's choices to make as a family, how you're going to approach the situation and how you're going to live out each day. But when I think of the community and the people that my parents were involved with and were close to at that time, the rallying of support. And I just think when you grow up in a community, and we've stayed here long term, we are very involved in the community. We know a lot of people. My dad obviously has Rustway Construction, and now our guys run it. So you're a community business within a community that stands and sticks by each other. And so I think of the friends and the family that rallied around my parents and rallied around us. We've just grown into that throughout the years. And so we're so grateful. Every year I send out texts, and I'm sure everybody goes, oh, here's Lana's text again, just saying, it's Jarrod's time of the year. And I don't know, the response from people is amazing. And so we love that. We love being part of a community that's going to rally. It's not maybe about Jarrod today, but it's about supporting families that are going through something that as a family we went through years ago. And so anytime that you can support somebody like that, I just think it's the right thing to do.
Can you imagine the difference now, Jarrod, and how much more comfortable they can make kids because of the research that goes in to things like the Great Cycle Challenge and supporting. Now you get to know some of these kids. That's got to be tough.
it's tough. I get emails about this kid died from what I had, and it just rocks. This makes a purpose to do something. It's
Like, there must be a lot of you that's, like, at times it must get overwhelming.
yeah,
It's like, maybe this is, like, emotionally, it's gotta be exhausting, Jarrod.
Yeah.
Physically, it's exhausting. I mean, you're biking 1,300 kilometers, but emotionally, to see all that pain and to feel that, I mean, the good news stories must lift you up incredibly, but it's gotta be emotional.
well, I go to Bud Miller every day in the summer, and you see all these kids in the water park and just having a good time, and you see the rest of the kids having cancer and they can't get out. They're stuck in the hospital.
You talk about that support that you guys gave families. Jarrod's turning around and giving it right back.
Yeah, for sure.
That you guys got from families. He's turning around, he's doing the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
Yeah,
Like,
and I do think that's what it's about.
you gotta be incredibly proud of this guy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, and again, you talk about those stories that hit and are impactful to him. And I think that's what gives him that purpose every August to get out and ride. As a family, we get those texts back from Jarrod and we get those emails, right? Another child has maybe passed, or the success stories that, you know what, this treatment or whatever they're doing now in the research has worked for this family. And, you know, we lost Braxton a couple of years ago, the little guy that Jarrod would have ridden for, and he was from Alabama. And his dad would say that we're still not doing enough. You know, when you think of the research, you think of the technology today, you just wonder why and when this cure is going to come. You know, we should be further advanced. And in some cancers, we are. And so I guess we just have to keep plowing forward with the hope and the faith that, you know, that is going to eventually be the day, or there will be a day that we don't have the cancers that we're seeing today. But he would still say, you know, as a dad watching his son go through what he went through, the type of cancer that he had, we need to be better. We need to be doing more. And maybe we need to be educated a little bit more on what's causing those types of cancers, because there is a lot of environmental and a lot of other things that, you know, maybe we don't know enough about, that we inflict upon children that maybe we don't know, right? So it's cancer. It's just it's a nasty word. It's a nasty world, but you know, we do the best that we can. And again, a support like this and a cause like this, we rally behind it.
Well, and you rally behind it so that when you get a 30% diagnosis, like Jarrod, I didn't realize, I don't think I knew that it was 30%.
Yeah, I mean, for him to be here today, functioning the way he is today, is actually it's a miracle, really.
And bike riding 1,300 kilometers a month.
Yeah, well, and told by doctors he'd never ride a bike.
Yeah.
You know, that's the other thing that happens, you know, and I guess it's the choices that you make as an individual and how you're going to handle things. But to be told by doctors, to be told by those people that are supposed to be caring for you, that you're not going to be able to do certain things, or you will not do this. Who has the right, actually, to tell you you're not going to do that? So I think the power within and, you know, the will to do the good stuff, that's what it's about, right? So you make choices, and Jarrod's made a choice that this is a cause that we can get behind. If I can make a difference in some child's life, I'm going to do the best that I can to do that.
Well, let's just see here. Like, here's 2016, first year, just about $23,000. 2017, just about $33,000. And it just goes on and on. 34,000, 22,000, 30,000. And then last year, you have your biggest year yet.
Right.
At 30, so 2024, $37,939.
I know, it's incredible.
That's $38,000. Yeah. Like that's local, right?
Oh,
like
totally.
That's
local. Yeah.
That's raised locally. So, and Jarrod mentioned that he goes out to Bud Miller Park every day. Well, there's a huge event coming to Bud Miller Park that the family is putting together here. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about this Globe bike ride that's happening in August.
How can you help support the oil and gas industry and jobs in Western Canada? The answer is closer than you think. Sell your scrap metals to PWM Steel. PWM sells scrap iron to Evraz, located in Regina. Evraz's #1 customer is the energy sector, building pipes and plates for the oil and gas industry. PWM Steel is your locally owned metal recycler and steel service center in the area. Plus, they're a strong supporter of the community. PWM Steel, your top steel supplier for Alberta and Saskatchewan for 40 years.
At Jason Arden Associates Cooperators, we're proud to be a top-rated local insurance company that offers flexible solutions and expert advice for all your insurance and investment needs. We'll work with you to tailor your insurance specific to your needs, and we offer investment advice that always puts you first. At Cooperators, one of our core values is to give back to the communities that we live in. Thanks to the support of our clients in Lloydminster and area, in 2023, Jason Arden Associates has donated $40,000 to local nonprofits, charities, students, athletes, and other special events. How does your insurance company support our community?
I'm Brian Zinchuk of PipelineOnline.ca. I used to be a pipeliner, and I've spent the last 15 years reporting on energy in Saskatchewan. PipelineOnline.ca provides comprehensive coverage of light oil, heavy oil, lithium, helium, power production including coal, wind, solar, geothermal, natural gas, and nuclear. There's a lot happening in Saskatchewan's energy sector, and Pipeline Online is there for all of it. No one else comes even close.
It's more than just taxes at L&A CPA. Assurance, accounting, retirement planning, estate planning, business consulting, financial consulting, farm program support, and bookkeeping. But yes, there is always taxes. The team at L&A CPA is committed to helping you achieve your best results and will be there to assist you every step of the way. L&A CPA, with offices in Provost, Vermilion, and Lloydminster.
Welcome to Wellings of Lloydminster and a community of ageless explorers. At Wellings, age is but a number and adventure is always part of the day. Come experience care freedom living at Wellings of Lloydminster, where adults 55 plus enjoy a vibrant, stress-free way of life with a whole lot of fun. Stop in and say hello to new General Manager Nicole at 7211 72nd Avenue on the Alberta side and visit wellingsoflloydminster.com for more. Wellings of Lloydminster, care freedom living starts here. We want to welcome you back inside the new Lloydminster Nissan. We've been talking about the Great Cycle Challenge and the Russell family and now the Lane family, of course, and the expanded family and how they've come together to help Jarrod complete his 1,300-kilometer bike ride. Is it always 1,300? Is that the...
That's our
You just
goal.
set a goal?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, is that what happens?
It was,
Because you have your kilometers here.
Yeah.
And like, it's pretty darn impressive. Like 1,330 kilometers, 1,297 kilometers. 2024, 1,330 kilometers is pretty darn awesome.
Yeah.
And people see you out all the time. Like,
yeah.
do you get people honking when they go by,
Yeah.
waving all the time?
Crossing the street and then somebody's hawking. I was like, I was just focused.
Yeah, you got to be focused. Well, our message every morning is, Jarrod, please ride safely. You know, even just watching him come across yesterday to go to grinding gears at the co-op parking lot there at the grocery store, I see these flags ripping around the corner, right? And it's in the parking lot because there is no sidewalk there or whatever to get to grinding gears. And so it's, yeah, every day it's the message. And my mom from the lake is, okay, Jarrod, ride safely, right? It's always about riding safely. So I think that's a big piece of what we do to try and get the, I guess, the advertisement out there that Jarrod is doing what he's doing is just for that safety reason as well, that because he is low to the ground and we do have the flags on, but it is harder to see. And if you're not paying attention, yeah, so the safety is definitely an issue for us for sure.
I see you going down by the lakes all the time. Like even heading over to Bud Miller, there's that lake by Cole St. Thomas.
Yeah.
I see you all the time heading down there. It's like, oh, maybe I can catch Jarrod here. No, he takes a different route. So.
It takes a different route, yeah.
But
yeah, and we have to maybe tell the people around the corners to be safe too, because he can come flying around a corner pretty quickly.
So August 19th, tell us what you've got going on at Bud Miller on August 19th.
Not really sure. I just ride.
Just come out, you'll find out.
Jarrod's the rider.
I'm just a rider.
Yeah. No, what we tried to
My
do.
sisters are.
Yeah, the sisters are organizing. So what we're hoping to do is just gather family, friends, whoever wants to come out and do, whether they're riding their bike or walk, or they want to run in the dark. We register about 9 o'clock that evening. So your registration into our event is a donation, hopefully, to Jarrod's ride. So whatever you're willing to donate to the ride this year, that's kind of your registration to get in. And so we'll register everybody up, and the plan is to head around some glow-lit pathways at Bud Miller. And probably for about that half an hour ride, we do have to be out of the park by 11. So when you're thinking of, when is it dark and how much can you actually get riding or walking around the park in that time frame. So whether it's 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 5 kilometers, we have to decide that as far as what the route's going to look like. But it will be. Everybody is encouraged to just come out and have their bikes lit up, maybe yourself lit up somehow. And we'll maybe have Jarrod as our leader to get us kicking off the event. And then we hit the pathways, to just go ride in the dark.
So buy glow sticks and decorate your bike. Is that
we've kind of left that to people to decide how they want to. I mean, you can go on Amazon. That's kind of what we've been doing, and that's why we wanted to get out and advertise it now, so that people have a week to maybe get out and get their stuff. So if you want to wear the glow sticks around your body, or you're actually wanting to put some glow stickers on your bike, it's really whatever you want to do.
Right.
And then the park itself, depending on the route that we decide, will be lit up. So that will be where you need to go. So because it is dark and we don't want anybody getting hurt, you will be encouraged to obviously follow the pathways that are lit up throughout the park.
And there'll be signs directing you where to go as soon as you get in the park.
Yeah, and we actually talked to Jeff Lee. I don't know if you remember Jeff from Meridian Source. So
he's a bike rider too.
Yeah, totally a bike rider. And we definitely talked to him because in the last 10 years, he has been such a strong supporter of Jarrod and has always, phoned us up and got the interview in at that time of the year to encourage the Great Cycle Challenge ride. So we said, you need to be an ambassador with us. So you need to also be riding in the front with Jarrod. And so we've encouraged Jeff to come out. He did tell me it was past his bedtime. So we'll see if we can get him out. But it's a night of fun. And we thought after the ride, we'll just gather and we'll have some, water, juice and cookies or whatever, just in celebration. And again, it's whatever people are feeling the need to donate that night as the registration fee for the event.
And you're having a competition too?
Well, we'll see. We did talk about, do we have a little bit of, I actually thought, well, maybe we'd have you and Heather as our judges, but do we give prizes for the best dressed bike and the best dressed individual? Maybe it's the youngest individual out on the ride or the oldest individual, and maybe it's a group. Right? So what's the largest group that you can get together and come out here as a group to partake in the event? So something fun, something different. It's the middle of summer, and it's kind of a way to tie up the summer, I guess, just as a fun event to do.
Awesome. Do you have to register ahead of time?
No, we're not going to do that. I think if you just come between that 9 and 9:30 on the actual day, that's sort of the registration. We'll just have kind of a gathering with music or whatever, and just and we'll all kick off about that 9:45 and hope to be back to that picnic shelter around 10:30 to close up the event. And again, we have to be out of the park by 11. But
we were running a little late with supper last night, so I turned the barbecue on. I was like, man, it's getting dark out here already.
I know.
Like it was 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Well, I was out watering last night after 9, and I've been kind of judging the time frame. I think it's probably going to end up being perfect. About that 9:45 if we head out. And again, if you're having to follow the actual glow lit pathway, the pathway is lit for you. So, and we're all in a group. So
and the trees will make it darker too.
Oh yeah, and throughout the
trees will help as
for
well.
Sure.
We all know from campfires in August that you can have longer campfires in August because it gets darker.
Yeah, for sure.
Earlier. Unfortunately, it also gets cooler earlier too.
Although
July wasn't really that.
No,
warm
we're hoping we have.
Either.
We're hoping we have summer now in August. Yeah,
exactly. Anything we're forgetting?
I don't think so. Definitely we've got grinding gears on board too. So Jim and his crew down there are they're always the maintenance guys for Jarrod's bike and a real strong supporting group for the ride. And so they've got the posters and stuff and encouraging people to come out and support this event as well. So I think that's probably everything, Jarrod.
Yeah. Show up.
Just show up.
Your bike, have some fun with it.
Just have some fun. And then support a good cause all at the same time.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. So we're back with you on Monday. We're heading out on the road again. We'll be heading out to Vermilion and north of Vermilion to Chatsworth Farms for Open Farm Days. Chatsworth Farm is taking part in that again, and they do something different each and every year and make it just absolutely fantastic. So we'll head out and talk to Charlotte Wasilic and her family out north of Vermilion for Alberta Open Farm Days.